I'd first just like to say thank you to the First Baptist and all they've done for their students and their children here, for the way that they've poured into us and loved us and given us so many opportunities to serve the Lord. As I was thinking about the number of things that I could say today, I began to think about my memories here and growing up here at First Baptist and all that I've learned and so many different trips that I've been able to go on and the opportunities that this church has given us to serve at Bridge or international serving and going and serving in Kentucky, and the way that they have poured into us through discipleship groups, Sunday school classes. And I just thought about how thankful I was for all these opportunities that we've had through First Baptist. So I'd just like to challenge the class of 2017 to not stop here, but to use this influence that the church has had on us and the things that we've learned here through them to impact the life of someone else, whether it be serving someone else, using the things that the church has poured into you through discipleship groups, but to pour into somebody else and to encourage somebody else's life through what you've already learned. And the church has just loved me so well and have been such an influence in my life, and I pray that I can use the things that they have taught me to influence the life of somebody else and to love them as well as this church has loved me.
Well, class of 2017, we made it. It's super weird, and some of us, I don't know, we struggled a little while, but we made it. It seems like just yesterday we were in the gym waiting for Mr. Steve Sizemore to ask us one simple question, and I'm sure some of you know what that is. What's up? Waiting for us to give a loud response before we split up and went to our grades to learn about Bible verses and Bible stories before coming back down to play dodgeball and tag and all of those things. Watching the men run around is something that I'll never forget. And then the transition into youth over to the hangar to see what Crossfire is all about. Yes, my dad's a youth minister here at First Baptist, but finally seeing what that was about for myself was something really cool and gave me a great chance to grow in my faith. But I want to thank Dr. Wilton as well. Many times Dr. Wilton came and hung out with us youth on spring break in Kentucky and Mirror Image. And I can't thank you enough for doing that. Taking time and coming to hang out with us means a lot. And in my life, I faced a lot of adversity. And I want to take this time to thank the church for what you did for me, sending up prayers for me, writing me letters, reminding me that God is with me in that time of adversity and trials that I was facing. And all I had to do was reach out and grab his hand. And that's the challenge I want to give to everyone here today, including the seniors, that you might find yourself in a time where you think you're all alone in adversity or a tough time. All you have to do is know that God is there, and all you need to do is reach out and grab his hand, and he's going to walk you through it, and he's going to get you through it, and he's not going to leave you after he gets you through it. So thank you, First Baptist, for helping me learn that, and I hope you take that with you today.
We're here, it's finally graduation, and I can't believe we finally made it here. And I think we would be selfish to sit here and say that we made it here by ourselves. So we, of course, can thank our parents for bringing us to church every week and for supporting us through everything, and our schools for getting us to this point academically where we're ready for the next stage of our life. And lastly, to celebrate today with our church body for supporting us through everything and bringing us to this point. And I think for a lot of us, it started in the preschool, which of course I'm a little bit biased to. But the preschool is such a dedicated ministry because they spend so much time planting seeds in young people's lives, ready for the children's department, where it's all fun and you meet your friends for the first time, and a lot of our best friendships were formed in the children's department, the Kid Depot, Camp Voyager, all that kind of stuff. And when we're in Kentucky meetings in the youth, we talk about our testimonies, and at least 1 out of 5 people when we're sharing our testimonies say that Camp Voyager was a huge changing point in their life, and that's where they gave their life to the Lord, which I think is a huge testament to the ministry to say that it's impacted us then, and I know it's still impacting people now. And lastly, the youth, which of course is more sentimental to us because we've been there for the past 6 years. But to think of all the trips we went on in the youth and the Crossfires we were there for, and Mirror Image in Kentucky, and anyone who knows me knows that I love Mirror Image, and to know that the Lord was in the center of all those trips and he was guiding us through it, teaching us things that we didn't even know and stuff like that. And to think of all the people who impacted each senior differently, whether it be Seth or Ashley or D-Hub, or Matt, to think that each one of them had an impact on our lives so that as we go into our future, we know who we are and all that kind of stuff in our faith. And so I think that it's cool sitting on this side of it as a senior to think that all those memories and experiences meant a lot to us, but at the end of the day, that was the Lord working in our lives. And that was the Lord guiding us to bring us to the point we're at today. So thank you, church body. Thank you, Dr. Dawn, for praying for us, for giving financially, and for spending time and giving up your time to be with us and ministering to us. And on behalf of the class of 2017, I just want to say thank you for giving us a gift that we can never repay.